haven't met already, my name is Dixon. I'm a co-founder of BnkToTheFuture.com. That's a company that I set up with my wife, Dixon, and it's designed to get help entrepreneurs and businesses raise finance in a time where it's increasingly challenging to raise finance. I also wrote a book called Bank to the Future, Protect Your Future Before Governments Go Bust. For the last 7 years, I've been working on reforming finance and reforming banking, and I wrote this book for business owners who want to make sense of the post-financial crisis world, which I believe is about to get a lot worse. Unfortunately, there's no good news there, but there are some things that you can do to protect yourself, and there are some really interesting and unique opportunities that are going to come out of this post-financial crisis world that we find ourselves in today. But I'm not here to talk about that today. Today I'd like to present to you on new models for raising finance. To give you a little bit of a background on why I'm presenting here, I spent most of my life in finance. By career, I came from investment banking. And as an investment banker, my job was to help venture capitalists exit their companies onto the stock market. And so I'm used to dealing with tens of millions, hundreds of millions, if not billions in some cases. So the big numbers didn't scare me. I learned a lot about how the big companies do it there. But then after that, about 6 years ago, I quit my corporate career and set up in business. So 6 years ago, I was sat exactly where you're sat, trying to figure out how you get a company started, well, after working in a very large company. And so I've been in that situation, the startup, and I did get finance at the time from an angel investor, and that angel investor was a billionaire. His name's Peter Hargreaves, and I learned a lot about the process of actually getting finance for idea and early stage, which is completely different to what we were doing at the growth and large stage. About 2 years ago, we decided to actually take the process a bunch of us, so we got a bunch of investment bankers, retail bankers, accountants, professionals, technology geeks, social media geeks, and we put us all in a pot, and we wanted to figure out how can we take the process that we know works so well to raise tens of millions, hundreds of millions, and billions for large companies, and make that available to small businesses looking to raise small amounts of finance, anything from $1,000 or so up to about £1 million or so. And that was what the result was, BnkToTheFuture.com, which is our latest business that we're launching now. So what I'd love to present to you is how the landscape has changed, what the traditional forms of finance were, and how they are affected right now, so that you can stop wasting a lot of time. So when I meet entrepreneurs, I see a lot of people who are completely inappropriate for bank financing, begging banks. I see a lot of people who are completely inappropriate for angel financing, trying to pitch high net worth investors to invest in them. I see a lot of people who are completely inappropriate for venture capital financing, trying to knock on the doors of big venture capitalists and see if they can get an appointment with them and sending their business plans. And it's just a complete waste of time unless you're appropriate, because there is a process for whatever type of finance and whatever amount of money you're looking to raise right now. And I'd love to share with you what they are, so you can stop wasting time, get on with business, and start figuring out what the best source of finance is, so you can get yourself investment ready for that source of finance.